Okay, a little tutorial on spreadsheeting, but mainly about how to use the time data in the census at school data that needs formatting. So I'm going to get a sample first. So I'm in the census at school website. I explore the data here and download or explore a sample. And I agree to their conditions, of course. And scrolling down here, there's the latest data. I'm going to choose year 10s. You could choose anything you like. Scroll a bit further, and I'm going to have all genders, boys and girls. Regions, I'm going to pick Auckland, Bay of Plenty, just for fun. So I could compare Aucklanders and Bay of Plenty people, see if they go to bed at a similar time. Specific variables, what am I going to pick here? I'll pick their region, gender, what do I colour? We could do method of travel, so we get bus students and things. Bag weight, time to travel at school. That one's quite good. But what I'm really after is this bedtime here and the wait time and time to get home from school, that sort of stuff. And I'll take the climate change opinion thing as well. Random sample, that's all good. And then I'm going to get 100 people. Mine defaults to 100. You can get 1,000, but it's a lot of numbers to deal with. Generate a sample, download the sample. Here it is here. Now, unfortunately, on my computer, that comes out as an Excel file, which doesn't behave quite the same as yours, which is going to look more like this thing. And here's my wait time already highlighted and my bedtime. Actually, that's the one I want. So these are all the bedtimes, but because they have these double dots in them, New Zealand Grapher won't accept it. So what I need to do is I'll add a column. So right click at the top there where the letter I was, insert a column to the right. I'm going to call it, bedtime decimal. So I get rid of all those double dots. Now here, I need to times all these numbers by 24. So I press that equals, click of that number, and times is the asterisk, so shift and the 8 button on your laptop, and then 24. Basically because these are effectively a decimal of a day, and there's 24 hours in a day. Press enter, and strangely enough, it's changed to all zeros, which seems a bit weird, but we'll fix that in a minute. Click there and then drag to the bottom. Nearly there. And there it is there. Okay, so it gives me all these zeros and 12s. It all seems a bit weird. However, go back to the top. And with it already highlighted, all we do is go Control and Shift, hold both those down at once and press the number 1 thing. So it's all changed into now decimals of time. So in this person here, 10 o'clock at night, 20 hours and 30 minutes becomes 20.5, so half an hour. Problem we still have though is these people who probably went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, New Zealand Grapher is going to think that that's the day before. And same with these people here, New Zealand Grapher will think this is 10:50 in the morning, whereas the person who put that in no doubt meant 10:50 at night. So another column, right click up by the J there, insert one to the right, just to give me room to do this. And here, I'm going to add 12 to all these people. No, I'm not, sorry, I'm going to add 24. So equals, click that guy, a plus and a 24. So 25 hours, that means it's 1 o'clock in the morning to New Zealand Grapher. And I can scroll that down and it fixes all of those up. And these guys equals again, click on this guy and add 12. And enter. And then I do that for all these people who had funny times. Down to there, this guy here, 6:50, 10 to 7 at night. That's an early bedtime, but it's unlikely that anyone would stay up all night and went to bed at that time. So that's my data pretty well sorted. So I take this data by highlighting it and Control C and go over to here, and I have to go paste special and paste values only. Bang. And there they are. So that's all fixed up. And the main reason for doing that paste value is so that when I delete this column, they don't disappear. So right click over there, delete column. Yep, so here's all my bed times in decimal format, which New Zealand Graphic will be happy with. And I can find out who's going to bed when, whether Aucklanders go to bed earlier than Bay of Plenty people, girls or boys. Colour of eye, does that affect the time you go to bed? Probably not. Do bus people, maybe who have longer trips, go to bed earlier? People who believe in climate change is urgent, perhaps they go to bed earlier, put the lights out. On average, of course, there's going to be variation in everything. And you could have other groups. You could have left-handers and see if they go to bed earlier than right-handers. Yeah, all kinds of things. That's the end.